presents the main events in the audio frequency circuit. The microphone brings about a pulsating direct current. The transformer changes this to an alternating current. Vacuum tubes amplify this alternating current, which then goes to the modulator.
Molecules containing more than one atom can rotate and vibrate. Sometimes vibration is simple in form. We can see that each vibrational mode has a different frequency, and all of the patterns of vibration may be different. Each of the vibrations is a simple harmonic motion.
The same peaked wave triggers a pulse-forming circuit, which creates a new waveform, pulses with flat tops. Notice that throughout these changes, the exact subdivisions of our second in time have not been lost. We still have precisely the same number of positive peaks per second.
Pulsating direct current. Pulsating direct current.
If the sine wave's frequency is 1,000 cycles a second, we have actually divided 1 second into 1,000 equal parts. But in this sine wave, it's impossible to tell where each thousandth of a second begins and ends. That's why it's changed into this, a peaked wave, which can be measured from positive peak to positive peak.
The microphone brings about a pulsating direct current. Vacuum tubes amplify this alternating current, which then goes to the modulator.
The number of times a given molecule moves back and forth in 1 second is the frequency of the wave. In one complete vibration, indicated here by the bracket, sound travels a distance of 1 wavelength. The velocity of any sound wave equals its wavelength times its frequency.
Welcome, you guys. I was excited to show that video. Finally, shout out to Kai or C4C for that awesome video introduction.
That was really great.
Scholar and gentlemen, you are good, sir. That's awesome. If you guys ever want anything digitally speaking, or even that kind of music he's got, reach out to him. He is awesome and phenomenal. I also appreciate the fact that he thought I could drop and clean 450. I feels real confidence. Just a little bit. It's not lost on me that he said I could try to do 450. I feel empowered.
He still fell through the roof though. So
why would you see? That's okay. That's why we have the title of the show the way it is today. You guys wondered why? That's why. That's why right there. That's why. All right, guys, but welcome to another episode of Ordinary Games. This is episode 38. Introductions are still in order, though. I am the Dumble whose door is always open. Gandalf, not the gray or the white, because I'm all black. Captain Cowboy LaForge, Captain his Enterprise, and Left Eye E.G.O. I am joined by the woman whose boldness is only matched by her beauty. My sun, moon, and stars, because without her, I wouldn't see anything, literally. Shiro, how are you doing, honey?
I'm okay. It's been a good weekend. We've gotten a lot of house stuff done before the month gets crazy. We did it to ourselves again, and we're not going to be home for like 3 weeks straight.
Yes.
So
we'll be out visiting all of our people, though, so it'll be at least worth it. I got to check in with the chat. We got Life in Zoom. Bless us, Jim. Thank you. I'll take it. Yes, bless it. But on the right account.
Right.
That's fair.
Oh man,
love it. Welcome. Yeah, C4C. Guys.
Yes, thank you so
man.
much for that intro. It's so cool.
Well done. Roman, ahoy, good sir. Autobots roll out. Chihuahua man, welcome. Honeymoon, yes. Don't you got that? Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll definitely talk about this.
Talk trash every day.
Oh yeah. Every day we talk trash. All right, so guys, got a jam-packed show for you guys today. May even have some special people that may or may not be joining us. You have to watch to see. But normally, my love, I would actually have a grievance today. But since we have air conditioning,
you're just so happy.
I'm frank with E.G.O.
Really?
Yes, I can't. Wow. I would have so many more grievances if I were hot. I didn't have a grievance. I was just hot or hungry.
I mean, I feel like I have been in a very pleasant mood since we got air conditioning. I'm sleeping.
Yes.
It's okay that it's 77 in the house because it doesn't feel like it's
92.
800 degrees.
It got up to 92 degrees, guys. For those who don't know, we have been without air conditioning for the last 4.5 weeks.
Yeah, like on and off,
yes.
Dealing with different air conditioning folks. And
absolute nightmare.
So we threw in the towel basically, and we got an entire new air conditioning system.
Yes.
Which pains my soul.
It does. It's just, you want to fight somebody, but then you're like, it's cool in here.
I mean, but it's so nice. Even the dogs are happier. They have so much energy that they haven't had the past few weeks. So
that's actually very true. Although I'm not without my own story, guys. Oh wait, what you got? Hold on. Bro, I don't know how you do this. We gotta get you an external air conditioner, man. I don't know how you
that
do
window unit. I mean, it helped.
Yes.
Like I could walk into the room and my misery would slip away.
Yes. When it's 105 on 76, it does.
Oh.
It absolutely does. It does. I totally agree with that.
You skip this way.
Okay. Though I will say, guys, since I don't have a grievance, I am not without my stories. So we'll be checking in with the latest story.
Well, before you do your story, since you don't have a grievance, that must mean I'm the most perfect, greatest wife ever.
Ooh, stop talking. You're good.
Thank you, honey.
Okay. Don't know where we are on that one, but attempts were made, guys. But anyway, guys, on to some story time. So check us out. Here we go. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Storytime with Left Eye E.G.O. Be sure to join in and laugh at his trauma. Let us begin. All right, so this actually happened on a Thursday or Friday. No, it's Friday because I was at work. I had to work that day. So we just got the air conditioning back, maybe a day, one day. I was doing okay. Work was very easy. People really didn't even show up that much because it was the day after the holidays. I was doing great. I was refreshed in energy, and I had to add, guys, I have 3 degrees. Okay, so we're at the meat market, because we're doing carnivore diet. We'll talk about that at a later time. So we're loading up on all the meats. I'm talking. We got kangaroo, quail. We got
chuck steaks. We got ribeye. I bought cheek meat to make barbacoa.
Yes. So we are meat balling, as they say, right? So she's getting all the meat packed up. And I look in the corner, and it looks like this huge rack of ribs. And it says, it's like, hey, I'm trying to read it, but my mind is saying just blurt it out. And because it's spelled DINO, barbecue, right? Okay, gang, I have to preface, I have 3 degrees. I yell in the middle of the store, babe, they've got dinosaur meat here. Once the clerk almost dropped the meat, everybody turns to look at me. I turned to look at Sheila like she had said it, but by then she was gone. She wouldn't tell anyone she had anything to deal with me. And I've got on full scrubs and everything, guys. Name badge that says I have a gainful employment and that I am not mentally ill. I walked out the store.
Oh my god!
That's all you can do at that point.
Just like, what?
I'm mad because now I want dinosaur meat, y'all.
You've been talking about it all week. Like, that's a possibility. It is not a possibility.
It would be. Like, if you're thinking, you're like, yo, let me get a rack of that Triceratops. Yo, hit me with that brontosaurus tail. I mean, it'd be so awesome. But anyway, okay. I mean, different than when Flash goes to me.
Oh my god.
All I'm saying, guys. I mean, T-Rex meat. Can you see? I'm not the only one that wants this. Jurassic Park was onto something. All right, like if you had Jurassic barbecue, bet. Come on.
Well, maybe they'll 3D print it now that they're 3D printing meat from like stem cells or whatever.
So I can't have that. I need you to get that mosquito and the amber stone that they told me about. That's the only thing I believe is if you got it from that one. That's
from
cool.
Which one?
In Jurassic Park, it was the amber one. There's a little mosquito and the amber.
Oh, in the little
and a little amber stone.
Yeah, was that the very first one?
Yes, that's why that's the only way Alex is like, hey, we got it from the blood of the mosquito DNA. Like, all right, cool, I have it. Let me hook up that Triceratops, bro. Let's see.
What if you got the dino meat and the Zika though?
The what?
The Zika.
I mean, like you gotta tell people like, yo, he ate a Triceratops, and then people will be like, he did eat the Triceratops. I want to. It's one-upmanship. I want a brontosaurus. I want a mastodon. But
I feel like you wouldn't want a dinosaur that runs a lot. You would want a dinosaur that moseys because they'd be more fatty, they're more tender.
I love that brontosaurus. They think they're herbivores.
Okay.
I mean, T-Rex means just like, hey, I ate the apex predator. That's all. That's bragging rights.
So would you eat a lion?
Nah, because then Mufasa will go after me. I want that revenge. Yes, Clooney is making scientific breakthroughs just to bring back endangered species for barbecue. Yes, I'd watch that movie. Actually, I really would. I'd watch that movie. Yeah, I'd be all that.
So crazy.
Thank you. But yeah, so that's what we got on there, and it is now time for one of my favorite parts of the show. Stone Cold Shiro. It is time where I choose 3 videos from the wide world of the internet to make the Stone Cold Shiro laugh. She will fill up with water, and I will choose my clips that I've been scouring the net for the last 2 weeks in an attempt to make her laugh. I won last time.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. That was the one because that was one Kai submitted.
Oh, the one with the mom
in the car.
The car.
I still do the dishes, y'all.
Yeah, but I only laugh at one.
Wait, we'll work that out. Okay, fine. I can make you laugh. No,
Don't I have to do it like best 2 out of 3, or you're just
I
taking one and
believe
saying
so.
you won?
I'm taking one.
I'm just trying to figure out why this is your favorite when you normally lose.
Why would you? This is again why. So right here, right there, right there.
I mean, this isn't my favorite because I have to wait for you. And you like thumbing through this loaded. Like you do movies. Is it so annoying to me?
I have them loaded this time.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Here we go, guys. I got the first one that's coming up here now. That ain't it. Boom. Okay. Since you're into disability humor, here we go, guys. And bring this up here. Make sure it's loading up on you all. Okay, here we go. This is Fiona Cawley. She's actually a comedian. Here we go.
Talk about it. The most common question I get, what is the hardest part about living life from a wheelchair? Just how unaware everyone is of what a great I have. Take my word for it. Men will brag about like, you're so good she couldn't walk the next day. Rude. I'm looking for a man who can make me so good that I can.
No? Mm-mm. You are heartless. Okay, I'm
not heartless. I just maybe because her delivery was so slow that I knew what was coming.
It's 2 out of 3. Okay, so that's 2 out of 3. Okay, all right. All right, I gotta dig in on this. Dig on this one.
You thought that one would get me?
Wasn't sure.
I mean, those are things. Those aren't original.
Okay, let me see. Okay, all right. Let me see what we got. Okay.
I thought you had them loaded.
They are loaded, but it's like it's in the thing because I gotta load it.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. All right, ready?
Hold on. Tell me when.
The last joke was good, love it. Thank you.
Mm.
Okay, let's do it again. All right, here we go. No.
To be fair, I saw this a week ago.
That one does not count. All right. I have another one. Okay, then. This one was, I have another one loaded up.
Oh, I did laugh at 2 last time? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Fine.
We'll take your word for it.
Well,
yeah, I mean, that's probably not fair. I did see that like a week ago. It was very popular.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, sipping up?
Because I see it on Reels because I look for volleyball stuff, so.
How do you get that from volleyball?
I don't know. They never just send me volleyball reels. It's like a mix of hodgepodge.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
All right. Here we go.
She used to do that a lot when she first met me.
Oh my God!
What?
Cochino.
Yes.
Yeah. And I've actually seen that one too. But it was funny.
Yes, sir. Thanks, dude. Oh, guys, I'll be on with you guys Wednesday for Wednesday night is overbooked. I finally got air conditioning. We're good to go now. Okay. Hello, Kitty. Joker JV, what's going on, sir? Yeah, I gotta take my I gotta eat some crow on that one. I got all the predictions wrong on Money in the Bank last one. So yes, it was bad. All right. So let me see what I got for another one here. This one might just
another one.
Yeah, I got an extra bonus one because you saw the other one.
But then it would be a tie, anyways. But I'm running.
Drink your water.
Okay.
Drink water.
I know you give trophies for ties, but I don't.
All right.
Are you ready?
Sudden death.
Sudden death?
Yes. All right. So this one you may actually, I'm not sure how you feel about this one because when I left my last job, I had like a 4.5 week like dead space, and I didn't have to do any work, and I was still getting paid. And I was exactly like this in this video here. So we'll see if she laughs or strangles me. It's gonna be one or the other. All right, here we go. And bring it up so everyone else can see it here. Post. Boom. I actually have it. Here we go. So this is when your wife has a work from home job.
Hey, babe, you get that video I sent
Babe,
you?
I'm in a meeting.
Just check your phone.
The camera is on. They see you.
It's hilarious.
Oh, God.
I just don't know how to use the air fryer. Put the chicken in, but it
Oh
ain't-
my
it ain't-
God.
Instructions. I can't help you right now.
Instructions.
I can't help you right now. I'm working.
Or if I
Where's
didn't
the
laugh, I
iron
would
at?
have laughed.
Why you always do
I
this?
gotta iron my shirt before I go.
Since when do you iron?
I don't iron. You do it. Can you do it for me?
I'm at work right now.
Oh my
But you
God.
don't really look that busy.
Wow.
Can you do it for me real quick?
Get out of here.
For real though.
That
While
is-
I was on the phone in one of my meetings this week and he came home early and I see him using the microwave and I had to say, hold on. Because this fool was gonna microwave with the air fryer pan in the microwave.
I don't
It has
know how to
metal
use
on it.
Why would you put it on there? Why would it be like that if you knew it wasn't gonna happen? You got to make it husband proof.
I mean, I will give you this. It's like that makes me laugh so hard because I literally think back to when I was on the phone with the UK.
That's bad. Yeah, it was
And
terrible.
you
Awful.
yelled at me because there was only one piece of bread. There was not one piece of bread. It was a sandwich thin. It was technically two.
The thin sandwich wasn't used to it.
Yeah, he doesn't do well with me working at home. He thinks I'm
don't.
not busy.
I don't. That's actually beautifully brings us to what we were talking. What is the title of the show? The end of the honeymoon phase. Excuse me. So, I mean, don't put metal in the science of it. I mean, it didn't look science oven to me, and the metal was like on the sides.
It was the legs of the pan, honey.
Huh.
And that pan is actually metal.
Hmm.
Because it's in an air fryer.
Fair. I understand this now. Yes, this beautifully brings us to what we're discussing for the end of the honeymoon phase. I will say this because I forget what we were talking about. I don't know if we're talking about traveling or what. And you were like, well, you know, because we're still like in the honeymoon phase. Like, whoa, no, we're not. We're
I
not.
didn't say us. Who did I say was?
No, we were talking about couples that have been together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, hey, you know, I guess it's what it's like, you know, after been together like maybe 10, 15 years.
Yeah, who's dating someone and they're going to travel with them for the first time? I feel like it's somebody we just recently talked to. That's why this came up.
Yes, we went to our house on Friday night.
Crystal.
Yeah,
Yes, sorry, I
that's
said her
amazing.
name
Okay,
out loud. Sorry. That's all right. They don't know who
140
Crystal
IQ,
is.
y'all. Anyway. So yeah, we're talking about one of our friends that was going to be going on vacation with a boyfriend for the first time. And, you know, we're talking about that compared to couples that have been together for 10, 15 years. And she was like, well, hey, you know, we're still in the honeymoon phase. And I was like, first of all, no, we're not.
I didn't say we were.
Yeah, you did. You're like, well, you know, we're still in the honeymoon phase. I was like, no. I said, we're in the fun zone. Okay.
The
fun zone is when you can do things like, hey, you want to go to Houston this weekend? Sure. And that's it. We got to get a babysitter. We ain't got to call nobody to check with nobody on anything. We ain't got to say, hey, we ain't got to write out instructions for the babysitter. We ain't got to have extra money for the babysitter. We just need a dog sitter. And that's if we want to drop the dogs off, because usually they travel with us. So we're in the fun zone, okay? We're definitely not in the honeymoon phase zone of things. And she's like, but why? I was like, I'm glad you asked why you don't think we're in the honeymoon phase. I seem to remember a time when...
Oh, gosh. Do I get to say when I think our honeymoon phase ended? Because I have
You're welcome to try. Welcome to try. All right. I will say that there's a time where you thought we were in the honeymoon stage. And as soon as I don't mess this thing up, yep, I did that. Oh, that's not it.
Oh, geez.
I will bring. Just give me a second. You'll know what I'm talking about.
What is, honey? You're putting me on TV like this?
Hmm?
You're putting me on the internet like that?
Okay, I will.
I mean, you can. I just wasn't prepared for
I
this.
don't even know how beautiful you are.
Okay, continue.
Okay. All I'm saying is that there was a time in which Shiro was like, well, hey, we're in the honeymoon phase of things. And I'm like, no, we're not. You know, I'm just going to play the audio from it so they can hear. How
You
about
can
that?
just play it. It's fine.
Okay, fine. All I'm saying is there's a time she thought we were in that. Okay, she's hungover. And she was like, well, hey, we're still in the honeymoon phase. We're like, we are absolutely not. Okay. I know why. We're watching View from the Top. And it was Mike Myers' character who has a wandering eye. Okay. And he reads with one eye and very closely. And I said, honey, do I do that? I thought we're in a honeymoon phase. You're supposed to spare my feelings. No, you don't.
We were even on a beach vacation.
It was our second honeymoon. Our second anniversary. That's what happened. Okay. She's like, no, you don't do that. She could have left, quietly excused herself, and then turned on some water and laughed her ass off. Okay. Instead, the bed is shaking from how hard she is laughing at me. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys an audio of what this is her 8.5 hours later at breakfast.
No. To be fair, I never thought about that until you asked, and then gave me an example of what the guy did on TV, and I was like, oh my god.
It was the fact that she should have spared my feelings, just like everyone else. Here, I'm just gonna give you. I don't even want to give you the visual. Here, I recorded her the next day when I asked her about it to see how she felt. This is her. Swear to God, listen to this. Listen to how loud she's laughing.
Parents thinks it's funny. My disability. I'll tell you about it later.
Yes. She laughed for an additional 3 hours after that. I thought, no, when the honeymoon's over, she didn't care about my feelings at all. Okay. So that's all I'm saying.
I never thought about that. And then you showed me, and I was like, huh.
And you want to just.
Then I thought it was funny because.
It was funny for 10 minutes. You laughed for an hour. And then 3 hours the next day. That's abuse. That's abuse. They still laugh. Look at that.
Oh, man. That's when it was over for you?
I was like, you know what? She really could have just lied to me. I'd have believed her for a while. It could have been something we talk about at the 5 or 10 year mark. Nope. Year 2, you're like, no, I can't lie to you. That's you, Cyclops. You want to go ahead and say yours before we have our first guest on? No. Really?
I couldn't.
Would you please get to your moment so we can have our first guest on?
I just feel like I'm going to be hurting your feelings all day today. So I realized the honeymoon was over. Well, so I had 2 times, right? Like our dating life was so nice, and we, you were visiting me and we were going places. And then when we moved in, we were eating cherries or something, and then you walked that bowl of cherry seeds right over to our bathroom toilet and dumped them in the toilet. And I was like, what? This is what I'm living with? I had never seen anyone. Okay, that was Daddy.
It's a can. Go ahead.
I had never seen anyone do that in my entire life. And then I realized, oh my God, I'm going to have to train him.
I mean, I was spitting them out. I was already going to go to the bathroom, and just the toilet was there.
No, you took the whole bowl of seeds. And I said, why didn't you just put them in the trash?
We're going to bring up our first guest on this.
I just put them in the... I'll give the second one later.
Okay.
There's a second one, like we're actually married. Okay. That was before we were married.
So
but for me,
it was over before.
Yeah.
So you're making fun of me because I wait at least the second year to say it's over. You're like, oh, I knew it was over before it began.
Yeah.
You are heartless. Anyway, guys, we actually went out and asked other people to share their moments when they knew the honeymoon phase was over. And I am bringing in another captain of the toy realm himself. Welcome, guys. Mr. Roman. How are you doing?
Good, good. Thank you. Nice to be with my good friend E.G.O and the lovely and talented Shiro. That story was one of the worst things I've ever heard. I would have walked out immediately. I would have said anything. I just would have looked, done the hand, and out I go. Off into the world. It's over. It's done. Right there.
So, Roman, what do you got? When did you know the honeymoon phase was over between you and Mrs. of the Empire?
All right, I want to share my screen with you, if I may.
Go ahead.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
Just this, we're going to time travel a little bit, so I'll keep this brief. So this is in me and Mrs. of the Empire on our wedding day. So setting the stage, we've been married, and I did get corrected on this already. This was from Mrs. of the Empire. In my notes, I have we've been married for 35 years because in my head we've been married for 35 years because we're on our 35th years. She's like, oh no, that's not right. We've been married for 34 years and 6 months. I'm like, thank you, sweetheart. Don't do that voice later. I asked her if she'd come out and do the show. I'm like, you don't have to be on camera, but she's like, no, it's not my thing. That's your thing. And I'm like, all right, fine. Fine. So we got married really young. I was 19 and she was 18 when we got married.
Oh, wow.
I was 2 days out of boot camp that I got home, and then boom, we're married. And so by modern standards, I mean, that's like crazy young. So we didn't like have any experimental phase being out in the world on our own. We're living with our parents, and now we are off as a married couple. It was maybe like a month or two later, we ended up down in Florida for my first assignment. So when did I see the changes start to happen?
The changes.
It starts with and I'll steal the phrase from Star Trek, space, the final frontier. Well, it was the space in the apartment that was they became, I don't want to say an immediate problem because it wasn't immediate. I had some stuff from when I was more of a youth, which at that time I was still pretty much just a youth. But I had some Star Trek models that I had of Enterprise, Enterprise A, Enterprise D, the bridge of the Enterprise, and all of these were in the living room because that seemed like the proper place for them to be.
Of course.
But that didn't last long. Then and this is something that, was tolerated for a little bit. But then they were in the bedroom on top of the dresser, closer to space. All right. Then one day they're just gone. It's like, well, they're in a box. They're in a box. And I knew that.
Oh my God.
I am never going to have a shelf in this house. All those years ago.
Oh man.
And now I work out of a 100-degree garage because I still don't have space. It happens. It's it's all part of the experience. It's fine. And I make errors, as I think all men do. I found it's best to communicate as soon as possible that I recognize the error and apologize, even if I don't want to, even if I don't think I should. You know why? Because that just gets us back to me looking for space, and that's okay. I don't want to look for too much space, which is what happens when you don't acknowledge that you've messed up. So that's my bit.
Oh, I mean, it happens. I probably, if you would have had them like in the middle of the table or living room, I would have moved them to a cabinet.
It was more shelves because we didn't have a lot of stuff at that point.
Yeah.
When you're coming from your bedrooms, that's what you have with you is what you had in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Like I said, so it wasn't just a ton of stuff, but as we got, when she got stuff, because she's in charge of decorating, as if it were up to me, it would be Star Trek. And apparently some other paraphernalia. So it's just accept it. Just accept it. It's for the best. Just go with it. Just go with it. Or you will have your own space. And then it is what it is.
and she will have a question.
No, they most certainly are. No, that's my father's restaurant, actually. When we were
Really?
we had the reception at my father's restaurant.
Oh, fun.
Dang, that's nice, dude. Hey, Roman, thank you for giving us a story, man. While you're here, why don't you tell everyone what you have coming up on your channel since you've been so gracious to join ours?
Well, thank you for letting me join. I do appreciate it. Thursday, we're still on the Acolyte, 5 Pacific Standard. Remember, we watch so you don't have to. Then we have one more episode coming up after that. We're always on it Thursday, 5 Pacific Standard. Sorry. One more episode of the Acolyte after that on the 20, whatever it is. And on the 25th of the month, which is a Thursday, Dempsey's going to be back with us. I may try to squeeze somebody else in as well. We're doing a free range show because we're free of the Acolyte. The week after that, we're doing the Big Ant movie. And then on August 8th, which is as far out as I planned, we are doing my birthday stream. And that's it.
Oh, dude, nice.
As far as I am here. I may not make it that far, so none of these things may happen. Could end today, depending on if she watched this or not.
See, honey, his birthday's coming up, so I got to get him something now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't drag me into this. Don't drag me into this. I'm an innocent man. Innocent.
All I have to say is the faces of everyone when I stayed for your toy stream. Everybody was like,
I bought her a toy of sorts, and she actually got it. So next time that I have one, I'm gonna bring her on to show you what she got. So yes, we will have.
See, that's the way the world should work.
Yes, that's why you spooked everyone. Like, why is she here? She's to have a toy. It's a toy stream with what you have.
I'm going to tell you, no, you can't have that, or no, you can't put it on the shelf.
Pretty much. Roman, dude, thank you so much, man. I'll talk to you later, dude.
You guys take care. See you around the interwebs.
All right, man. Yes. Roman is awesome, and he also shares the beauty and the delusion of trying to own all these action figures.
I will say, to Roman's story, I feel like if you would have had your toys out when I met you, it would have been more difficult for us to get along because you don't do change well.
That's fair.
And if I would have tried to move them somewhere or do something with them, you would have thrown a fit.
Okay.
Whereas now, and I say that because now they're all set up, but as we talk about like making more space and rearranging the house, you refuse to give up this room. Like you are like hunkering down in here.
Yes. I'm the oldest. We're all selfish. And you're only child. You selfish too. So it's a tug of war. I lose that often. This is exactly these 4 walls. Yes, we literally had 4 white walls in our bedroom. I said there's nothing wrong with them. She's like, these need to be painted. It was just a unilateral decision. I have never had a unilateral decision to be made in this house ever. She just said it so like it's gonna happen. These walls are boring. I want to paint them blue. I was like, but we didn't decide they're gonna be blue, and the walls are blue now.
It's a very nice room now. It's cozy.
I'm just saying it was the literal. It's just how unilaterally you made the decision that involved me, and I was like, but the 4 white walls are okay. It's like it's a wall. It do the wall thing, stand up straight. That's all it's supposed to do. So you can hang things from it.
Yeah, but we had to feel comfortable in our room.
I was comfortable with 4 white walls.
I was not comfortable, therefore.
That's what she was saying. The walls. You said look boring. That's what I didn't love it. I said I didn't say it. I just said I had a talk or I had to remember something for what she said. It wasn't me.
And to be fair, you said I could do whatever I wanted in the house.
I just said you could do whatever you wanted except for this room. She still changed my room twice. It's okay though. I love it. While we wait for our next guest to show up, we're going to talk about what's been going on in these dating and marriage streets. Actually, this one had a lot of people talking about this. At least I can find this on here. All right. So for those that don't know, Matt Stafford, a guy that won a Super Bowl with the LA Rams.
The kicker.
No, the actual quarterback.
Oh.
He went to Georgia, but he's from Dallas.
Oh.
Went to Georgia. Won. I think I don't know if he didn't win a championship there. Was in Detroit for like 9 years. Got traded. Won a Super Bowl. Right.
Okay.
So his wife got invited to a podcast.
Okay.
Right. And
why did his wife get invited?
I think his wife had a tumor. Like she had an acoustic neuroma. Basically, she had a tumor on her hearing nerve.
Oh,
so they had to go in.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, it's invasive, but it's not. It's not as bad as it sounds.
Okay.
So they had her on, and they just wanted to talk. And
Yeah.
So they were talking about her relationship with Matthew Stafford when they first started dating, and this is what happened. Shout out to Off the Vine with Caitlin Bristow because this landed her in a lot of hot water. Here we go.
This landed her in hot water.
Our love story. I love that you think it's so great. It started out horrible.
Tell me.
Well, met him, spent like the evening with him, did not let him touch me the first time ever. Or like not he like I was still coming out of high school. I was in a long relationship in high school.
Okay.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my time.
You're a
Whatever.
prude. Okay, got it.
Oh, 100%.
I'm only saying that because I was a huge slut. So that's amazing.
You know what? I had been with one guy and it was kind of just like, okay, this is my first college experience. Met him before school started because we were both there for 2 days. I was there for cheerleading, he was there for football, which
oh
is
my God, your classic love story.
Also embarrassing. And it was kind of like we met, talked all night, really had a really good time, but he was a quarterback of an SEC college. And
what does that mean? I'm Canadian.
Ooh, girl, quarterback of an SEC college is kind of like the quarterback for what's like the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Like it's a very in the South, and you're living in Tennessee now.
Yeah.
In the South, really college football is almost, I would say, actually, no, it's not almost. It is more like there's more fans of college football than
It's taking a little bit longer to get to this than I thought. So
Okay.
And so all of a sudden, we're kind of doing this thing, and then he's like, "Oh, I see him at a bar one night." And I'm like, "What the?" Anyways, long story short, it wasn't that cute of a relationship at first. I hated him. I loved him. I dated the backup to piss him off, which worked.
Yes.
He was like,
that'll do it.
And that's what got her in hot water.
That's what got her in hot water. She's a teen. Of course she did that. Kids do that all the time.
It wasn't that she did it. It's the fact it's like you're married with children now, and you put this man out here. Like
that's what you can't change history.
You also keep your mouth shut on the history. Is all I'm saying. All I'm saying. She had to apologize, babe.
What?
Yes, it's bad. Everyone.
I'm so confused. Okay, is it really that bad?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You could just say, hey, look, it was kind of a roller coaster. We didn't know what we want, but eventually we found each other in the story. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
Okay, so she was transparent and she's being eaten alive?
Nah, at this point. This is hosting. Why bring up old stuff? Why would you?
Because she's describing how their relationship started.
Nah, it's hey.
And now they're better for it.
No, everyone was like, you should leave, Matt. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's what everybody else is saying. That's all I'm saying is that's what's been word on the streets.
What?
See? It's it is. Yes.
Okay, I am gonna keep my mouth shut.
No, all I'm saying is that was the Chris Rock joke, but it was true. It's like it doesn't matter. You're not supposed to ask how many men a woman's been with,
right?
Because the number is always going to be too high for you,
right?
And he says like,
but she didn't do that. She was just like, I dated. She probably had the man take her out for dinner, and that was it. She just said she hadn't been with but one person besides him.
All I'm saying is, hey, look, I need you to kind of hush on that one for a little bit. It's just like, hey, she's like, he's really nice. He was really a gentleman. That's like, but you also said you dated the backup to make him jealous. You dated the backup.
Yeah, because she just said, I saw him at a bar with somebody else. And so you're a teenager. You're going to do stupid stuff like that.
You would do? No, I'm not. No,
I wouldn't do that because that's a lot of work.
See? That's all she had. And see, and I know that now from you now. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm saying it's just that's what the internet has said. The internet.
But also, I wasn't a cheerleader. I wasn't out there like that.
That's all I'm saying. And with that, we will go on.
I don't know. I really don't think she deserves a lot of flack for that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's what internet said, and I have.
You won. You have the prize. You guys have a good marriage. What does it matter at that point?
You can't dig into old stuff. That's all I'm saying.
She's not. She's literally just describing how the relationship started, and she's gonna get to the good stuff. Everybody just clipped and picked apart a piece of the story.
Yes.
It's crap.
I know. Okay. One day. Just you're also the reason why I can't run in politics either. You'll be straight up and candid. Like, no, she didn't mean that. She didn't mean to call me Cyclops. That's no.
I know we'd be on the list. Everybody be get death threats probably.
That's why we bring on our next guest, Vex Electrona. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing this evening?
You said death threats and then introduced me. Should I be spicier then here? Thank you for having me.
Not a smooth transition.
Not at all.
Wait, who is this that you were talking about before? I tuned in too late.
That was Kelly Stafford. So Matthew Stafford's a quarterback for the LA Rams, but when he was a quarterback at Georgia, his wife was telling the story of how they met and how, to make him jealous, she dated the backup quarterback that was his teammate to make him jealous so that he would actually choose her and live happily ever after. Right. And the internet was like, no, we're going to make sure you apologize because you shouldn't put your man out there like that. And it was a cybernetic or an internet fatality because she apologized. People are still saying, hey, Matt, you should leave her. I don't know how you are about that prenup, but
no, I don't think you should. If they have a happy marriage now, I don't think that matters. Especially if she's been faithful the whole time too. I think that's what matters more.
That's fair. I was just like,
but yeah, she definitely shouldn't be dishing that in public though.
Fair point. That I will. I don't want to lose my life, so I agree with you. But Vex,
I'm just saying I don't think it's worth all the.
Oh no, it's probably not.
Everything that she's getting. You know what I mean?
July's a slow news week.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, but for Vex, I know you are recently. You've been married, I believe, about a year. But how do you,
actually almost 3 years now.
Oh, sorry, forgive me. 3 years. Okay.
I was gonna say, she was married when they started the Truly a Female Perspective.
Then I'll be quiet then so I can hear your story.
October 2021 is when we got married.
Yeah, that's a good year to get married.
Spooky wedding. All right, but yeah, when did you know the honeymoon phase was over for you and your husband?
Okay, so I feel like there needs to be something that needs to be said first, just about me in general. Okay. I'm not a super romantic, cuddly kind of person. I think I'm like that in maybe the first month or two of a relationship. Because everything's new and you just want to be around the person, all that stuff. And then after that, I'm just kind of like, I'll just be like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Like that. Okay. I'm really chill.
Okay.
So I think the honeymoon phase ended as soon as I got married.
Go on.
Just because, not in a bad way, right? It's not that the love didn't diminish or anything like that. It's just, I guess it's set in that now, this is a permanent thing. Now we're together for life, and that involves whatever ups and downs that might be. So I think, it was just as soon as, right after we had our wedding dinner, I think that's when the honeymoon phase ended for me.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. Again, not a bad thing, but it's just, that's just.
And would your husband say the same thing?
I think he's still in the honeymoon phase. He's the more affectionate one. I show my love through doing things, right? So I'll cook for him, I'll clean for him, I'll massage him when he gets home from work and all that stuff, right? So I show love by doing. I'm just not very snuggly cuddly, but he's very snuggly cuddly.
Okay. And you're not like, get off of me.
He's touching me.
I just kind of, I do that only when I sleep because I don't like to be touched when I'm sleeping. But otherwise, I'm just kind of like, okay, this is your love language. I'll just accept it. It's fine.
Oh,
appreciate that. Okay,
that's nice.
We appreciate that.
I told my friends, he's touching me. Why is he touching me all the time?
It had to be broken down for her. That's how bad it was for her, apparently. But Vex, thank you for sharing as well. If you want to shout out anything you've got going on, please go right ahead since you're on our channel.
Sure. Well, thank you for again accommodating a quick in and out because this works perfectly
yeah.
with what I'm doing today. I'm all over the place. I have a video review hopefully coming out tomorrow, if not Tuesday, and then MMM is tomorrow night on Canoli's channel. He's back to hosting. I'm not hosting anymore. So we'll see. It gets boring again. There you go. But
all right.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys, and have an awesome Sunday. I'll be creeping in the background.
Heck yeah, we love a creeper.
Check you later.
Bye,
And that brings us right back into our last guest of the evening. I was actually glad we caught him when we did. Homie Sammy 3P. Dude, thank you for joining us, man. How you doing?
Glad to see we both wore our gold rope chains.
Awesome. Yes. I think we're starting a trend. Yeah, this is awesome.
Is that a trend?
We're bringing it back.
Sammy say 3P said so. So yes, it's a new trend.
Oh, okay.
Dude, give it.
Been a thing since the late 80s, but
so I know you're married, got kids.
I don't have kids. We're working on kids.
Okay, honey. I thought I saw a kid forgetting everybody. He just has a ghost kid running in the background.
Yeah, no, that's the little boy who haunts my house. His name is Jamal. He's like, yo.
But yeah, dude, why don't you give us your story as well, man? Go ahead.
No. I met my wife. It was love at first sight. We were at a party. I was helping my buddy move. He lived 3 hours away. He paid us in beer, and we never really tell the story. I was sloppy drunk when I met her. Because I had just moved this guy's furniture 2 times, and then drove 3 hours, and I was assuming it was all of my friend group, but apparently she was in the same friend group too. And I look at her, and that was it. We were dating within a week. She knew that I liked her because I wished her a happy Father's Day. She knew that was just an excuse to talk to her. But yeah, no, it was, I found out later she kind of felt the same way. It was just one of those things. I think Sicilians call it the bolt, you just get hit. And I still remember where she was, and like I said, we were dating within a week. We moved in together a couple of months, and we're going on 10 years now. We've been married 6 of them. So
congrats, dude.
Yeah, she's she brings out the best in me.
So I will say then so you guys been together that long. Did you know at what point you're like, oh, we're not in the lovey-dovey phase, we're not in the honeymoon phase of things now at this point?
Oh, I mean, that was shortly after we moved in, where she's a neat freak. I piss in the shower. There's there was some conversations to be held, and and I'd like to think that maybe she pisses in the shower now too. I think we both learned from one another. We grew as people, and but yeah, no, I knew the romance was out of the equation. After we got a dog, and he would, I'd be sitting at the toilet, and the dog would bust in, and then she started, was well, I got to brush my teeth and go to work, and I was like, there's.
Yep.
That's when you take the romance out of the equation. That's when you have to run a household, and things like that. As soon as we got the whiteboard calendar, stuff, and, I knew. Or another thing I knew is when we had she got one of those magnets for the dishwasher, clean dirty, you know.
Oh my gosh.
So, but those are the things. So, like, now you have to invent things, because I don't think I entirely ever lost like the honeymoon phase. Like, you know, there's times, and I don't want to sound like a creeper, like I'll wake up next to her and I was like, oh my God, she's this beautiful while she's sleeping. Like, I feel like at some point I'll always be enamored with my wife, but like also like I know what her farts sound like. I know that she snores. I know, like there's these trade-offs, but I wouldn't change them for the world, because like I learned that this is an Italian. It might be, I don't know, but yeah, no, and I know that there's shit that I do that takes the honeymoon stuff away from her. Like sometimes it's fun to like ruin a romantic situation and say like something really stupid, because it's fun to annoy your wife. It was like, it's nice to know that she can't go nowhere, no matter what I think or what I do.
Yeah.
So I will make the worst pun possible, or say stuff like that. I don't want to go too far into it, but like there's been a lot of things that I say, like, we've been really trying for kids. Unfortunately, her father died a little bit ago. He had stage 4 lung cancer. We kind of put everything on hold, to do that, because God forbid, even if we had a kid at that time, that would have been just more chaos on top of a chaotic situation. So like, when nothing takes the romance right out of, like, hey, I'm ovulating. It's on the calendar, so we have to do this. So like,
it's you think it's gonna be fun, and you're terrified at a certain point. You're like, wait, it's planned out.
I told her too. I was like, just don't even tell me it's on the calendar. I was like, it'll be much better if you just come downstairs, come get me. It'll make me feel like I still got it.
We're gonna have to make that a separate stream.
We are, because one time I yelled, and I was just yelling for him because it was the time, and I scared him, and so then it wasn't the time.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm a man of a certain age. I was like, it just kind of takes the romance right out of it, and well, it's got to be today, and we're like, okay, let's put pressure on the situation. Love you.
So true.
So it's one of those things where I'm down, but it's definitely, it's one of those things that just sucks the life right out of it. So we're dealing with that, and like sometimes she'll say something and I'll look back at her and it was like, I have a dad joke so good and it's gonna ruin the whole moment, but she can't leave. Her keys are on the keychain.
I think I ruined romance for us early on, because you had a playlist going, and then I started singing in the middle of what we were doing.
Dude,
we just laugh all
we're
the
about
time.
to do stuff, and in the middle of the setting, like I think one of the songs veered off the playlist, and it was "Here Come the Outstepper," burn. In a special moment, she's like, "Burn the lyrical champion." I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
I'm definitely the singer of the group. So like sometimes we'll be romantic. She's like singing in my ear, and I'll be like, "You're flat. You're out of we can't do this any further. Maybe go up an octave."
Oh my god.
Or there's like times it was like, and like since we're getting older and stuff, where she's like, oh, like kiss me right here. It was like, this is hurting my knee. I don't know. Can we have like a change? It was like, so like as much as like I want the honeymoon phase to be in there, it was like we are long since past that. Like I like to call it second puberty, where like now I'm hitting the puberty where I'm turning into an old man, where like you just get out of bed and it was like, hi, I'm your left ankle and I'm gonna hurt today for no reason. And it was like, well, I didn't do anything, left ankle. And he's like, tough shit. welcome to the world. You're gonna be limping today. And it was just
For
like, so,
real.
like
We're gonna
embracing your own
awkwardly have to
mortality.
Yeah, if you and Mississippi 3Pete are ever able to get on together with us, we'll have to do another stream with you guys because this shit is hilarious.
I'm sure she would love it because I know she has I know she has stuff, and that's why I'm not gonna get too deep into it because like whatever I have for the situation, I know she has a rebuttal. She's like, it wasn't because your knee was hurting. It wasn't because you. There's two sides to every story. There's the truth. There's what actually happened, and then there's what my wife said. So
that needs to be on a shirt. Dude, Bia, while we got you on the channel, why don't you tell us what you got going on in your channel, man?
I just put my first video out. It's I would say it's kind of a love letter to the Superman Fleischer cartoons. I also I put a live album out. That was just something that I was sitting on for a while. I just got sick of people going, well, Sammy only can jump on screens. He doesn't have any of his own content. I have content now. I was working on this one about Batman's the Adam West Batman, but I think that one's gonna fall through because I just saw a video the other day, and this guy even pulled like the same quotes that I wanted to use, and I'd say he probably did a better job on than what I was gonna do. So I think my next one's gonna be about Darkwing Duck.
Nice.
Okay.
It'll be like, let's get dangerous. And but otherwise, like, yeah, I'm happy on just hanging out with my friends, jumping on other people's streams. But like, yeah, anything that I put out, it's going to be evergreen content, just because like I'm on a lot of people's shows, and I'm grateful that people want me on and want me to talk about all that stuff. But like even tonight when we do House of the Dragon on Nadia's stream, like, I got no business being there. They got people like Lady B and Kayla. They're like, well, I read all the books, and I was just like, oh, well, dragons are cool. And,
That's how I feel those days.
Yeah, no, so I'm just grateful to be part of the scene, and I'm grateful you guys wanted to talk to me. But,
I gotta get next time I have a toy stream. We got an opening, dude. We gotta
dude,
have you.
I know I had so many things lined up. I don't know if you can. Let me see. I'll put my lazy boy in the back. Like, I just got that Magneto helmet. I got the dragon dagger in front of that. I've been going into a real props. I brought like the mask from The Mask. I got Batman's grapple gun from 1989, and I was like, there's like only like a couple more things that I need. I don't know if they're necessarily toys, they're more props, but like
collectibles.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of need like the flux capacitor and a couple other things, and then like my life will be complete.
Gotta have it on. But yeah, dude, thanks for joining. I'm definitely gonna try to get you on the next toy stream we got. All right, man.
Oh, for sure. You usually have that on Sundays, right?
We're working on it. We're trying to figure out a day that works for everybody. I mean, it's been Friday one day, I think Wednesday another. So we'll try to check with everyone's schedule.
Yeah, I'm on the chat. I don't even participate unless I have something to contribute. Where you're like, can we do Wednesday? And I was like, I'm not gonna. But no, I love you guys. I think this is a great idea. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. It's later, dude. Well, guys, that is all we've got for this episode of Ordinary Gains. I'm actually going to be going live like about in the next like 2 minutes.
I was like, oh, you're cutting us off?
No, it's only because I have to get on for another one. It's actually with.
I didn't get to get my one for actual when our honeymoon ended.
All right, go ahead. Don't murder me. Go ahead. Sorry.
Don't tell people I'm murdering you. You're happy and alive.
But you guys know if something did happen, y'all be like, "Oh, we've seen the streams. She did it." That's all. That's all I want. That's all I want. Go ahead. Honey.
Okay, our honeymoon ended when I had to tell you to give me your feet so I could clip your toenails so you would not scratch me.
Why?
That's how I knew it was over.
It's
okay. I like to take care of you. It's fine.
To let everyone just walk around here and just.
You do. You scrape your toenails on the floor.
This is why. This is why I'm pre-recording these from now on. I refuse to be embarrassed live for someone else's pleasure. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm not safe. I'm not safe around here. She calls herself the Clipper when she pulls them out.
Not. Oh my god.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're